mean, let me first say we're not big fans of gold particularly not at the moment, but we also don't have it in our strategic asset allocation. I think gold has a very low expected returns over the next 10-15 years for our capital market assumption, but actually almost equity type of volatility. So the safe haven argument, we're not buying from a volatility perspective. Of course, during some periods of stress, gold can do well, but also gold is actually a very poor inflation hedge. It's a play on real interest rates, but inflation itself has actually little correlations to just the inflation part itself. So from this perspective, we actually see gold much lower from the current level. So we think it can go even back to 1,650 over the next 12 months, as we do think that real interest rates will start to increase over the next couple of months, as the Fed probably sort of is at the inflection point where they will start to taper, and inflation, we actually think it already peaked. Will come down as well, so the real interest rate side will actually become less attractive for gold. Now on the crypto side, I think there's definitely a lot of interest for our clients. We don't have it in our portfolios at this point, but I also think the view to compare it, as you also have heard, is probably a wrong approach, in the sense of, first of all, crypto is talking about Bitcoin in particular, is much more volatile than gold. So we're talking about a volatility of around 40% in crypto, which is really a speculative asset at this point. And the other part is, if you look at correlations, it's flat basically. So there's no correlation between gold and Bitcoin, and this will tell you it's definitely not a substitute. It's maybe diversified to gold from a correlation perspective, but it's probably a bad substitute. And therefore, we are very, very cautious at this point on cryptocurrencies itself and Bitcoins. If you want to have some exposure to this new technology, and maybe it's sort of something that will evolve over the next couple of years, we're not against it, but we definitely will not hold it in our portfolios.